Tiara, your words are so powerful, so profound, and I thank you for them, and I thank you for your service. Because the young man that I'm about to bring forward to you, I had a similar opportunity that Tiara had here at Free Teens. I had a young man come into my office at John F. Kennedy High School in the city of Paterson, and just looking for a place to hang out, a place to have a voice, and a place to learn life lessons. His name was Leonard McKay. Some, 25, 30 years later, brother, I get a phone call from this young man saying, Mr. Smallwood, I have my own business. I have my own mentoring company. And I want to make sure that I share my message and the lessons that I learned from you with other people. So Leonard McKay started Mind Right Daily, right? Mind Right Daily. Get your mind right daily so that you can continue to make good choices and do the right thing. This young man has been traveling around the country, making sure that he shared his message of how to get your mind right daily with young people and from various communities and various cultures. So, without further ado, please give Leonard McKay a Free Teens welcome. Mind Right Daily, Leonard McKay.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. First of all, I want to say thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I don't take this lightly, speaking to your youth and speaking to the kids. It's a privilege for me. It's a privilege for me. I don't know if y'all know this, but kids from the age of, I'm going to say, 9 years old to about 25 run the world. It's Fortune 500 companies right now trying to figure out, what do y'all like? Because y'all run the world. Y'all say it was cool, y'all say it was hot, y'all say what the new slang is, what people want to wear. That comes from all the young people. Even if you look at the music today, people that's, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, all these people that's like really big and really, popping right now, they popping because y'all said so, not because we said so. You know what I mean? So understand that power and understand that you can use that for your advantage. You can use that to clean up your communities too. I just want to say that, so thank y'all for having me. But just to give y'all a little background on myself, like Mr. Smallwood said, I grew up in Paterson, New Jersey. My mom, she passed away at the age of 25. I was 6 years old. My dad passed away a few years later. So I grew up kind of in a rough situation. I bounced around a lot. I moved from house to house, different family members for about, I want to say 10 years straight. And I moved like every 2 years. So it was kind of rough. It was kind of just a trying situation for me. And I say that to say, when you're making decisions as far as, wanting to start a family and things like that, I want you to think about a few things. I want you to think about stability. I didn't have a lot of stability in my life because of the decisions that my parents made. God bless them, I love them, but they made decisions that put me in a position that still affect me to this day. As far as learning how to love people, as far as accepting love, a lot of these issues that came later on in life, dealing in relationships and things like that, because I didn't have stability. So I want y'all to understand that when you think about having children and stuff like that, don't just look at it as a baby. Look at it as a life. And as a productive citizen in this world one day that they're going to be, or non-productive, depending on how you raise it and how you treat it and everything like that. So I want you to just really think about that. I know a lot of times parents say, oh, you gotta wait to have sex, you gotta wait to do, they're saying that for a reason. I mean, everybody here should want to leave the world a better place. I know I do. If you want to leave the world a better place, raise your hand.
Yep.
That's what our job is, that's what we're here for, leave it a better place. So one way you can leave it a better place is your direct, if you have a child, okay, that's your product that you put into the world. So when you're not here, that's your legacy. What did you do? What did you do to teach that child? What did you do, what did you feed that child to get into the world? You ever see somebody acting crazy? It was the first thing you say, like, who raised them? That's what you say, right? Who raised them?
Say that.
All the time. So it's important that before we make decisions, we think about these things. Like we say, okay, how is this going to affect years down the line? And then just on a practical note, you want to be set up as far as stability. Financially, you want to be set up. You want to be set up in a great union, meaning a healthy relationship, meaning something like marriage, something like a place where the child can have a mother, a father. I'm speaking from experience. I didn't grow up with my mother and father, so I know how it is to grow up in a house where you constantly asking questions, looking for love, you don't really understand what's going on. So think about that before you make decisions. think about this child, think about the world. I just want to give y'all that jewel. Also, I want to talk about just a few things before, because I'm not going to keep up a lot of time, but just a few things that you can take with you. Accountability, that's very important. You want to make sure that if you don't know what accountability means, YouTube University, Google University, you can check it out yourself, but I'll give you a quick definition. Owning your responsibilities. You're responsible for your life, not the pastor, not your teacher, not your mother. At the end of the day, you're responsible for your life. The decisions you make today are going to affect you years down the line. So pay attention and be smart about the decisions you make, because if you don't, trust me, it's going to affect you. And you may be 15, 16, 17, whatever you are now, but trust me, it comes fast. I was just in your seat yesterday. I was just 17 like a day ago, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm 37. So it comes at you fast. So understand that. That's real, understand that. So make sure you have accountability for yourself. Nobody can make you do anything. Obviously y'all here, so y'all understand the importance of making good decisions. That's why y'all here, so that's good. But at the same time, you want to make sure that when you're making these decisions, you're making them with the smart choice. Get around some winners. Get around people that's doing well. You know what I'm saying? That's very important. If you see somebody doing well, you see somebody progressing in life, be around them.
Right.
Get with them, because whoever you hang around, that's who you're going to be. That's just simple as that. You hang around 5 losers, you're going to be the 6th loser. You hang around 5 winners, you're going to be the 6th winner. That's just what it is. So if you don't understand that, also,
You talking good.
your reputation is everything. How you make somebody feel goes longer than anything in the world.
Yes.
Your reputation. Somebody come around you and they got a good positive energy, they got a smile, they always laughing, they got high energy. You want to be around that person. You got somebody who's negative, they got a problem for every solution. You don't want to be around those people.
Yeah.
People remember how you made them feel. Understand that. That's just, and then also decisions are being made about you when you're not in the room. Please understand that. Decisions are made about you when you're not in the room. As far as getting a job, as far as progressing in your career. Because when they sitting down at the board meetings and things like that, they want to bring people on and they want to, give you a job. It's off your reputation a lot of times. They can look at your resume, but they're going to say, well, how did this person make me feel? Is this person a good person? Is this person somebody I want to work with? That's going to be the question. And you're not going to be in the room to defend yourself. So all you have is your reputation. So understand that your reputation is everything. Work on it, perfect it, and understand that. Another thing I want to say is, think for yourself. Just because it comes on the TV screen doesn't mean it's true. Just because it's in a rap video doesn't mean it's true. Think for yourself.
That's right. Say again, say again.
Parents and teachers and everything like that, research it for yourself. Don't just listen to whatever somebody tells you.
Yes.
Because the world we're living in today, it's a lot of propaganda, it's a lot of people trying to steer you in different directions. You're going to have to get some knowledge for yourself. And that's real. So I want you guys to really, really pay attention to that. And always think for yourself, because like the lady said, everybody in here is a diamond. So it's up to you to wipe off some of that dirt too. You can't just let somebody else do it. It's up to y'all too.